Hi, I'm Keith and welcome to my art studio, where today I have this spectacular looking alligator, or it's a crocodile, I'm not exactly sure. All I know is it's full of scales and it's really interesting. It was fun to make and I would love it if you watched me make it. If you're an artist, you can learn something from this. If you're not an artist, you can watch. When I was a kid, I used to watch Bob Ross, I didn't have any oil paints at the time, I was 11 years old, but I loved to watch him make stuff. I thought it was fun. So you might think this is fun too. All the details, all the highlights, all the shading. If you're into comic books, you might really dig this stuff. Now, I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe to me. I hate to ask for subscribers, but I need 1,000 of them so I can get monetized. I'm getting close to 400. If you can help me out, maybe share this stuff, I would appreciate it. Keith Trimm Art. I make all kinds of fantasy, sci-fi stuff, aliens, monsters, and now I'm making alligator crocodiles just for you. So please subscribe and check this out.
Try to create the most epic alligator fantasy art you've ever seen. Keith Trimm is an artist known for his incredible fantasy art, but what makes him stand out is his love for combining everyday creatures with magical elements. His unique style often features alligators as the main characters, which is pretty cool if you ask me. From ancient, mystical swamps to epic battles, Keith's art takes us on a journey into a world where alligators are more than just wild animals. Turning an alligator into a fantasy character isn't easy. You've got to think about what makes an alligator special and how you can exaggerate those features to make it look magical. For Keith, it all started with his fascination with these creatures. He loves how powerful and ancient they are. Alligators have been around for millions of years, and there's something about that sparks his imagination. He's always been drawn to their scaly skin, their intense eyes, and their raw power. When he decides to take on a new piece, he's not just thinking about making it look cool, he's thinking about telling a story that will transport viewers to another world. The challenge for Keith is to keep the essence of the alligator while adding fantasy elements that make it look like something out of a fairy tale. He's inspired by mythology, folklore, and even his own dreams. By mixing these elements, he creates characters that are both familiar and new. His goal is to make you see alligators in a different light, as creatures of wonder and magic. So, when you're watching him work, you'll see how he carefully plans each detail, from the sparkle in the alligator's eye to the mystical aura surrounding it. Keith's creative process is pretty fascinating. He usually starts with a sketch, exploring different poses and expressions for his alligator character. Then, he moves on to mixing colors and textures, trying to capture the right mood for his piece. He's meticulous about every brushstroke, every color choice, making sure that the final artwork feels alive. As he works, you'll see his excitement grow, and that's what makes the video so engaging. The evolution of his artwork is incredible, and it's amazing to see how a simple idea turns into a masterpiece. As Keith works on his alligator fantasy art, he experiments with different techniques and materials. He loves to combine traditional painting with digital art, creating a unique look that's both modern and timeless. His use of light and shadow adds depth to the piece, making the alligator look like it's about to leap off the screen. He also draws inspiration from nature, incorporating elements like water, plants, and even the sky to create a sense of environment around his character. The final artwork is truly epic. When you see it, you'll understand why Keith's art stands out. The alligator is majestic, surrounded by a swirling vortex of colors, with ancient runes glowing in the background. Every detail, from the texture of the skin to the expression on the alligator's face, is meticulously crafted. The piece isn't just visually stunning, it's also rich in symbolism. Keith weaves in themes of strength, resilience, and the connection between nature and magic. Keith's journey with this alligator fantasy art has been amazing to watch. He took a creature that's often seen as scary or wild and turned it into a symbol of wonder. His artwork challenges us to see alligators, and maybe even other animals, in a new light. It's a reminder that art can change the way we perceive the world around us. If you're as inspired by Keith's art as I am, be sure to check out more of his work. Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think about this epic alligator fantasy art. And if you're looking for more artistic inspiration, check out another one of my art videos where you'll discover even more incredible creations. Join me as I dive into a creative challenge where I'll be using my imagination to create a piece of art from scratch. Creativity in art, it's a magical thing, right? It's what sets artists apart, allowing them to bring their unique vision to life. At the heart of creativity lies imagination, the ability to see beyond the ordinary and craft something extraordinary. artists often struggle with tapping into their creative potential. Self-doubt creeps in, making them question their abilities. They might feel stuck, like they're staring at a blank canvas with no idea where to start. This frustration can be overwhelming, leading to a creative block that's hard to overcome. Many artists have been there, feeling like they're running out of ideas or that their inspiration has dried up. To get out of this rut, artists need to reignite their creative spark. One way to do this is through brainstorming. Just letting ideas flow without judgment can lead to some amazing breakthroughs. Another technique is free writing, writing down thoughts, feelings, and ideas without stopping to think. This helps loosen up the mind and can lead to some unexpected connections. Experimenting with different mediums is also a great way to spark creativity. Sometimes, changing your tools or techniques can help you see things from a fresh perspective. The fear of failure often holds artists back. We're afraid that our ideas won't be good enough or that we'll look silly trying something new. But the truth is, failure is a crucial part of the creative process. Every mistake, every misstep, brings us closer to our goal. It's through these failures that we learn and grow. So, I want to share a powerful insight with you. Your imagination is a muscle that needs to be exercised. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And the best part is, there's no right or wrong way to imagine. It's all about letting your mind wander and seeing where it takes you. In summary, imagination plays a critical role in enhancing creativity in art. By understanding the challenges that can stifle our creativity and using techniques like brainstorming, free writing, and experimenting with different mediums, artists can unlock their full potential. Remember, creativity is a journey, not a destination. It's about embracing the process and enjoying the ride. If you've ever struggled with tapping into your creativity, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Share your experiences and let's chat. And if you're looking for more tips on how to boost your creativity, check out my video on overcoming artist block. It's linked down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Unlock your creative potential? Today, we're diving into the essential elements of stunning art: composition, color, and values. First, let's talk composition. Composition is the backbone of any artwork. It guides the viewer's eye and creates a sense of balance. Use techniques like the rule of thirds or leading lines to draw attention to your focal points. Remember, a well-composed piece invites viewers in and keeps them engaged. Next up is color. Color can evoke emotions and set the mood of your artwork. Experiment with color harmonies like complementary and analogous schemes to create dynamic visuals. Don't shy away from bold choices. Vibrant colors can make your art pop and leave a lasting impression. Lastly, let's explore values. Values refer to the lightness or darkness of a color. Understanding values helps you create depth and dimension in your art. Use a full range of values to enhance contrast and highlight important areas, transforming flat images into striking masterpieces. Remember, stunning art is all about the balance of composition, color, and values. So grab your tools, unleash your creativity, and start creating today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel for more art tips and inspiration. Challenge myself to teach a new art technique each week on my channel, sharing my passion for creativity with all of you. I'm so excited to share with you why I love teaching art on YouTube. For me, it's all about spreading creativity and joy to anyone who's interested. I believe that art is a way to express ourselves, to tell our stories, and to connect with others on a deeper level. When I'm teaching art, I feel like I'm not just sharing techniques, but also inspiring people to tap into their own imagination. Many people think that art is only for those who are naturally talented, but I couldn't disagree more. I think that art is for everyone, regardless of skill level or experience. The problem is that many of us are discouraged from creating art at a young age, and we grow up thinking that we're not good enough. But the truth is, art is a skill that can be learned, and with practice, patience, and dedication, anyone can develop their own unique style. I've seen so many people struggle to express themselves creatively, feeling like they're not good enough or that their art isn't worthy. But I believe that every single person has a creative spark within them, and that with the right guidance, they can unlock their full potential. That's why I love teaching art on YouTube. I want to help people silence their inner critics and tap into their creative energy. As an art teacher, I cover a wide range of techniques and mediums, from drawing and painting to mixed media and collage. I love showing my students that there are many ways to create art, and that there's no one right way to do it. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced artist, I believe that there's always something new to learn, and that's what makes art so exciting. For me, art has been a transformative force in my life. It's helped me to process my emotions, to explore my imagination, and to connect with others in a meaningful way. I've seen the same happen with my students, who often tell me that creating art has helped them to overcome challenges, build confidence, and discover new passions. There's nothing quite like seeing someone's face light up when they create something they're proud of. In conclusion, I want to emphasize that creativity is for everyone, regardless of skill level or experience. It's a way to express ourselves, to tap into our imagination, and to connect with others on a deeper level. I hope that my channel can be a source of inspiration and guidance for you as you explore your own creativity. If you've had any experiences with art, good or bad, I'd love to hear about them in the comments below. Have you ever taken an art class, or tried a new technique that didn't quite work out? Share your stories with me, and let's get the conversation started. And if you're interested in learning more about art and creativity, be sure to subscribe to my channel for new tutorials, inspiration, and behind-the-scenes peeks into my artistic process. Me as I challenge myself to dream bigger than ever and push through every obstacle that comes my way. Let's see if I can really stick to it. Dreaming big is more than just having a vision, it's about having the courage to pursue it, no matter what. It's about believing in yourself, even when nobody else does. When you dream big, you're essentially setting a goal that's beyond your current reach, but that's what makes it so exciting. The journey to achieving your dreams is often filled with obstacles, but it's in those moments that you're forced to dig deep and find the strength to keep going. Pursuing your dreams isn't always easy. There are going to be times when fear of failure and self-doubt creep in. You might start to wonder if you're good enough or if your dreams are even achievable. These thoughts can be overwhelming, making it tempting to give up. But here's the thing, every successful person has been in your shoes at some point. They've faced the same fears and doubts, but they've learned to push through them. Take Thomas Edison, for example. He failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Can you imagine if he had given up after his first few attempts? We might still be living in the Dark Ages. Or consider J.K. Rowling, who was a single mom living on welfare when she started writing the Harry Potter series. Her book was rejected by 12 publishers before one finally said yes. Today, she's one of the most successful authors in the world. These stories aren't just about success, they're about perseverance. They're about people who refuse to give up, even when the odds were against them. When J.K. Rowling was writing Harry Potter, she did it in local cafes while her daughter slept, because she didn't have a computer or a quiet place to work at home. That's dedication. For Walt Disney, it was a similar story. He was fired from his first job for lacking creativity, and his first business went bankrupt. But he didn't let that stop him. He went on to create some of the most iconic characters in movies of all time. These stories show us that setbacks are a part of the journey, but it's how we respond to them that matters. In each of these stories, there's a moment that stands out as a turning point. For Thomas Edison, it was his 1,000th attempt at inventing the light bulb. For J.K. Rowling, it was the day she received her first book acceptance. These moments didn't just change their lives, they changed history. What's your pivotal moment going to be? So, what can we learn from these stories? It's simple, believing in yourself and never giving up. When you believe in yourself, you open up a world of possibilities. You start to see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles to your success. Thanks for joining me on this journey of dreaming big and pushing through obstacles. If you've got a dream that you're working towards, share it with me in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it and see if there's anything I can do to help. If you're looking for more motivational content like this, be sure to check out my other videos. I've got a whole playlist dedicated to helping you achieve your goals. Join me as I take on the challenge of thinking outside the box for an entire day and see how it changes everything I do. Thinking outside the box is more than just a cliché, it's a mindset that can revolutionize the way we approach problems, make decisions, and live our lives. By embracing unconventional ideas and perspectives, we can unlock new possibilities, discover innovative solutions, and achieve greatness. Conventional thinking can be incredibly limiting. When we stick to what's familiar and tried, we often miss out on opportunities for growth and improvement. Our daily routines can become stale and unproductive, and we might find ourselves struggling to come up with fresh ideas. This is especially true in the workplace, where the pressure to conform to established procedures and norms can stifle creativity. As a result, we might feel like we're just going through the motions, without any real sense of purpose or fulfillment. We see this play out in our personal lives too. Think about it, how often do we settle for the status quo, rather than taking a risk and trying something new? Whether it's sticking to a boring routine, or avoiding challenges that make us uncomfortable, conventional thinking can hold us back from experiencing life to the fullest. Even our relationships can suffer when we get stuck in a rut and fail to think creatively about how to communicate and connect with others. The truth is, conventional thinking can lead to conventional results, and who wants that? By embracing the same old approaches, we'll likely end up with the same old outcomes. But what if we could break free from the constraints of conventional thinking and tap into a deeper well of creativity and innovation? When we do finally make the effort to think outside the box, the results can be remarkable. Just think about some of the most groundbreaking achievements in history. They were often the result of someone refusing to accept the conventional wisdom and instead pursuing a bold, unconventional idea. Take, for example, the story of Airbnb. Founded by a pair of roommates who were struggling to pay their rent, the company has grown into a global phenomenon, revolutionizing the way we travel and experience new places. What started as a crazy idea, turning spare rooms into temporary hotels, has become a household name, and